Hey yo, Ren, turn that up.
Ride around in the rental, just
Hey yo,
moving
Ren,
inside and
turn that
leaving
up.
it. I got a lot of my mental, make a nigga wanna ride in peace. Ain't nobody gotta slide for me, but I got some brothers that'll slide anyway. If you wasn't out tryna find something to eat, then don't be around tryna get you a plate. I done been through a lot, but that shit really made me stronger.
Yo, welcome back to the channel. We got something a little different this time. We got my boy Corey here with me. That's what I'm saying. We at university for sure. This is my boy alma mater, and we gonna get into it. But start getting used to these. This is actually making history right now. This is the first athlete interview I've ever did on the channel. It's gonna be quite a few of these. More than less, let's go on and get into it. So, where you from?
I'm from New Orleans, West Bank. You already know.
New Orleans. Okay. You got a story about New Orleans, or you?
I mean, shit. Coming up in New Orleans, it was rough, you know. Like, it was either you play sports or shit, you in the street. But my mama made the pass, so I ain't had to be in the streets. You know, I just played sports to stay out of trouble.
Okay. And we are in Waco, Texas, by the way. So, what brought you to Waco?
Shit, we was going through, my mama, you know, she was going through a couple situations, and I mean, she said she already lived her life and she did what she wanted to do, so she moved to make the best life for us, you know, make the best situation, make sure we were straight, so we don't have to worry about what was going on.
Okay. And I have done a little homework on you for sure. I can't act like I don't know this kid. I done been to multiple football games. He destroyed my high school his senior year. How many, was it 3 kick return touchdowns? 2 kick return touchdowns? And how many touchdowns total that game?
Like
6?
Yeah, I don't even remember.
6 touchdowns. We're gonna get the film for y'all, most definitely. We gotta get the film. That's the next mission. Put up maybe 5, 6 touchdowns on Waco High. Had me on my school side looking foolish, but they was looking at me crazy too, because I'm telling people like, you gotta watch him. You gotta stay tuned for him. So his senior year journey was crazy. I remember him signing the UTPB, but you know what I'm saying? We also do a little bit more homework. I just got word that you transferred to Blend.
Yes, sir.
So you can, if you want to tell us about the transition stage, you're more than welcome to.
So, I went, from high school, you know, beginning of senior year, I didn't have a lot of offers. Well, I didn't have no offers. But, you know, I stayed patient and I kept grinding. And Coach Gibson, he told me, like, Corey, just do what you have to do on the field, and I'm going to take care of everything else. So, I mean, one day I was in the class, and I got the phone call to UTPB. And I told Coach, I'm like, hey, Coach, I'm going to remember that you was the first person to offer me. And he was like, for sure that. So, I mean, I ended up committing there and going to the school, and it was just like the environment that I wasn't messing with. Don't get me wrong, it's a good school. It's like nothing wrong with the school. It's just I wasn't comfortable there, you know, and I didn't feel like I could have did what I wanted to do. I couldn't reach my full potential at the school, so I decided to go JUCO and try to go to the D1 level where I was supposed to be out of high school, but a couple of things happened, so I couldn't reach where I wanted to be at.
Okay. You feel like Blend is gonna be it for you? Blend will be able to get the job done for you?
As long as I take care of my business. There was another thing that happened is when I went to college. You know, I didn't have no person to tell me, oh, when you get to college, this gonna happen. I was on my own, so it took me time to figure stuff out, and it was too late by that end. So.
Okay. And I got a question for you on that, but I'm gonna save it for later in the interview for sure. But coming through high school, being the best player on the team, being a well-known athlete, having a pretty nice supporting cast. Don't get me wrong, he actually made history for the school. They actually were known for a bad losing streak. I won't put the number on it, but it was my whole high school career when the losing streak lasted. But how did it feel like making history, finally being the person to snap that streak?
Shit, it felt good. I ain't gonna lie, cause I mean, I didn't play football till my junior year of high school, and that's when we broke the streak. So when it happened, it was just like it was crazy. Like I couldn't believe it.
Okay. And then, as far as coming through high school, what was probably your biggest problem?
Shit, being a man, that was my
Yeah.
problem. Maturing.
You
You know,
wanna-
when you come in high school, like a lot of people don't know, it go by fast. And all the coaches, my mama, everybody used to tell me that it go by fast. And shit, it really did go by fast. And I had to grow up quick.
Okay. And I asked this to a lot of my people off camera, a lot of athletes. When you played your last game of your senior year of high school, like, how did it feel? What emotions was going through your head? Did reality hit for you? Did you start thinking about what was next? Like, what was all in your mind when you played that last game?
Shit, that last game I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to go to the playoffs, but knowing that it was my last game, like, yeah, it hurted because it was the last time I was probably gonna play with the 11 people that was on the field with me or my teammates on the sideline. Last time I might play football with my homeboys, which that is the case. Like,
And in some cases, you know, it's the last time for some people to play football ever.
Yeah, so I mean, I knew that I was going to continue to play football at the bigger level, but it was like I'm leaving all the people I've been with since the beginning. You know, they've been with me since the beginning of my journey. So yeah, I mean, it was sad, but I had to get over it.
Next question. So, for sports in high school compared to sports in college, was there a major difference?
I mean, getting up 4 o'clock in the morning, shit, ain't no joke. And I mean, I didn't believe people when they said it, but when you get to college, you got people just like you. You got people just like bigger than you, faster than you, stronger than you, and all y'all fighting for that same spot. So what's gonna separate you from them? And that's what I had to learn. I mean, I played against linebacker who went a 4-5, man. It's grown men. You're playing against 25-year-olds, 26-year-olds, 23-year-olds.
True.
I mean, you just have to be on your grind because just like you hungry to have somebody right next to you hungry and want the same spot you want. So
Definitely. So, do you feel like the struggles, the hardships, the hard work, the practices, do you feel like everything you went through at UTPB is going to transfer over to Blend, or you feel like you're going to go a little bit harder?
I'm going harder because I get a second chance to play football. You know? So and I have a lot of people depending on me. And that was the thing about me is like coming up, I didn't see nothing special about me. Like I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I didn't see nothing special about me. Like after the Waco High game, like I just knew, like, you know, I played football just to play. Well, actually, my mama told me every month she'd give me a new pair of shoes if I played football. I mean, but she didn't give me my shoes, but
Yeah.
I mean,
But it was something, you did find your lane when.
yeah, I did find my lane, man. And at first, I didn't take football serious. Like, I didn't see what everybody else seen to me, and I mean, that's when I started realizing like I need to start taking it serious because I know I have a lot of people that depend on me, and I have I have a family feed and everything. I mean, so that's why I do what I do.
Okay. And then just going to school at university, do you feel like this is the school for you? Do you feel like you should have went somewhere else? Do you feel like you were in the right spot?
I get this question
This
asked
is
a lot.
this is an open book question. This is your opinion. Whatever you say won't matter to me. Is
All right, I'm about to keep it real. Knowing that what I know now, I would have left university. I'm not gonna lie to nobody. I'm gonna keep it real. Will Nixon, Midway, played Nebraska. He was trying to get me to come to Midway, and I had a couple of people who tell me to go to La Vega. Those are the top other 2 schools that I was gonna go to.
shout out Will Nixon, going crazy in Nebraska. Shout out Will Nixon.
The thing I had to realize was, well, now that I know this, like, I have to do stuff for me. The reason I didn't leave university because I didn't want to leave my homeboys behind. That's the reason I didn't leave university. I mean, but if I knew I would have left university. But
Okay. And then when you say your homeboys, did that friendship kind of turn into a brothership over weeks that y'all went through that football journey? Did it like what?
Yeah, all of them. Michael, Gabe, Stu, Caleb. You know, football season, like Amari Gibson, like they became my brothers. You know, I mean, I know I'm missing a lot of people, Jaden Lee, but you know, that's why I didn't want to leave them, because at first we was just cool, but then me playing football, all of us just turned to brothers. You know, and I didn't want to leave my brothers hanging because I knew they were dependent on me.
For sure. And for any athletes in high school right now, no matter what grade they're in, 9 through 12, what is some advice you can give a high school athlete as of right now, as of everything that you went through and everything that you're starting to be? What can you give her? What kind of advice could you give to a high school athlete? Speak up a little bit.
Okay. The advice I would give to a high school player is just keep doing your thing. Like, just you gotta stay focused and keep grinding. You know, your time going eventually come. Don't rush it. You know, and always outwork the person that's in front of you. That like no matter what. You know, because I went through trials and tribulations, but I still didn't give up. You know, so no matter how hard it get, how tough it get, you gotta keep fighting. You know.
So, all right. And then I also hear that you wanted to tell furthermore of your story. Alpha, with no questions, just your story. So you're more than welcome to do that now. This is all me.
All right, so like this is the thing. A lot of people, when y'all see me, everybody sees I have a smile on my face. You know, I'm just this happy person. You know, I'm always a positive person. But I mean, I've been going through some things in my whole life. You know, and I just want to like let everybody know, like no matter what you go through, you know what I'm saying, you got to keep your head up. My grandma was killed, my cousin was killed, and my older brother was killed. And my older brother was killed my senior year of high school, right before my birthday. And yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff impacted it, you know, it affected my life, you know, but God put me in a position, you know what I'm saying, He made stuff right. And I know there's a lot of people that's going through worse situations than I'm going through, but you know, you got to keep your head up, because coming from New Orleans, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. You're being shot at, you know, house trying to get robbed, seeing people get killed. I mean, I came from all that. I seen it all, but I'm not gonna let that affect me and affect the route that I'm trying to go through. You know, one thing before my brother, before he passed, he always told me, he's like, no matter what, keep your head up and stick your chest out. And I mean, that's what I live by every day. I mean, and I want to spread the love to everybody else, because coming up, I didn't have that person to tell me and teach me things, except for my big brother. But now he gone, so I mean, I have to figure things out on my own. So I'm just trying to help everybody I can help, you know, because I know they have people that want to play football or going through some things and don't have nobody to talk to, because I was that person. You know, I didn't have nobody to talk to. I didn't want to talk to my mom about the problems because she's already going through things herself. So, you know, I had to step up as a man and do things. And I mean, I did all this with just a mom. I didn't have my dad in my life. So I mean, I know if I can do it, anybody can do it. Because I came a long way. I came from nothing. So no matter what, y'all keep your head up and stick your chest out. They have somebody watching you.
Most definitely. From college experience, the only advice I can give y'all is get rest while you can.
Oh yeah.
Like if you woke all the time, if you trying to be everywhere, if you're trying to be on every scene, it's gonna kill you in the long run. So make sure y'all stay woke, stay focused, stay humble, but at the same time stay greedy.
Oh yeah.
Never feel like what you did for the day is enough. You're gonna always feel like what you did is enough. Never be satisfied. That's another thing. Like never be satisfied with going up one spot on the depth chart. Like even when you get the starting spot, don't feel like you can rest at that point. Hard work beats talent any day. I've seen it way too many times. I've seen a lot of people didn't believe in, and they top dollar athletes right now. They worth a lot right now. They willing to go the extra mile, do whatever's necessary, do whatever they gotta do. They're willing to win. Their attitude is just positive. If you don't have that same mindset, it'll all wash over. But in the meantime, make sure you take care of your business. Corey, it's been an honor having you on the channel.
Appreciate it.
Definitely. Lynn, y'all got a monster coming. Y'all stay tuned. We're gonna have that schedule there. Don't think this is the last time y'all gonna hear from my boy. We're gonna take trips to Blend. We're gonna make a few home games. We got a lot of games to get to this year. A lot more stuff coming up on the channel. But the high school coming in here now, they finna get ready to work out, finna get ready to get to it. Other than that, we're wrapping all this up. Subscribe to the channel.
Yes, sir.
My boys, they for sure getting endorsements now.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Robert Muck, DJ, my boy DJ, Robert Muck, ENT, boy.
Everybody that we shouting out, it was definitely gonna be in the link in the description. Like I said, it's been an honor. We're gonna wrap this one up. Y'all stay tuned for more footage. We got like 5 more athletes from Central Texas before they get back to school. So we got a lot of trips to take, man. Appreciate y'all. We out.